Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
So, as I walk in the office...
How are you? Yeah.
This is what I have to deal with. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel, obviously Andy Goldstein has got nothing better to do because his drive show's terrible. And he draws a picture, puts it on my desk, of me with a massive head and then Cundy with 10 foreheads.
Yeah. Well done.
That is what we have to deal with when I come in here and try and be professional.
What have I got for a net? That looks...
To be fair, that's uncanny how much that looks like you. Don't you think?
I'm more worried about that. I haven't got...
You haven't got neck.
Certainly haven't got two of them.
Definitely got a big forehead.
Yeah.
He's got his crease. How many? Hold on. How many creases there? There's 6 there. Hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a few. You got 9.
No Botox here. If it is, it's not working. You all right?
How are you, pal? You good?
Eye is good, my friend. Eye is good.
Yeah.
Spurs closing in on a massive victory.
Massive,
against
mate.
a piece of plastic. Well
Honestly,
done.
top performance.
Well done.
Down
Excellent.
to 10.
Excellent. Down to
and
10.
then we win the game. Honestly, we're flying.
Do you know what, right? When it went down to 10, I know everyone's thinking, oh, my God, Spurs, Carabag. I mean, what?
So because it's Carabag, it's no good, is it? It doesn't matter because it's Carabag.
It's Carabag.
That's
You're playing against...
Man United played against 20 last night.
Yeah, well, they had extra man, didn't they? You're playing against a piece of shopping. Anyway, you've done well. You've got through it. They missed a... Yeah, of course it's a good result. You can't... But here's the thing, right? This is twofold. Here's the question I'm throwing out there now, right? If Man United's watching this, it shames their result last night against FC20. It shames them. They drew. But you've had to play the thick end of 90 minutes with 10 men. Could those legs get heavy at Old Trafford?
Well, Brennan Johnson's come off at half-time.
Right.
Solanke's done really well in his
largely,
game.
You don't want to be
Dragosan's, you know, he's going to be fresh. He's fresh. He's off after 20.
He won't be starting, though, at the weekend, will he?
No.
He won't start it.
No.
So, yeah, there's a lot to add. It's the biggest game of the weekend. Man United, I think you boys beat them, you know.
Do you?
I do.
I don't want to. I've done this against Arsenal, right? I give it the big one, so I'm not going to do it again.
Jay, do you know what, right?
I'm not going to do it again.
Right.
You know, I hope we put in a good performance, but I'm not going to say that Spurs are going to go there and win. I'm not going to do it. Why are you waiting for me? Like, if you don't talk, you feel like I've got to talk.
You go for coffee. I thought you can't. So I didn't realise you were finished. Sorry. I think you can actually say we're going to whoop them.
No, I'm not going to say that.
I think you can.
No, I'm not saying that. No.
Oh, you've learnt, have you?
I learned the hard way.
Right, okay.
As I always do. So I'm not going to get carried away.
I can say I couldn't care less who wins. I hope you both lose. But I actually think you boys go there on Sunday, and I think you beat them. I think United are as fragile as you can get right now. There's no real game plan. They might win. Of course, they might. They've got good players. We've seen that this season, that you can, even with 1 or 2 good players, if they turn up and perform.
I think Man United fans are going to be worried about this game. I do.
Well,
because
if I was them, I'd be worried.
If he loses this game, Ten Hag, if he loses, I'm telling you, he's under a serious amount of pressure. Serious amount of pressure.
And this is a game because, you know, when you go down to 10 men at home and you're playing against the team that you should be, and you've beaten them, so congratulations and well done. And it didn't really change a lot. And did it? It's who we are, mate. You're going to hear that. And they've actually played, they stuck to their principles. They rode their luck. I mean, they should have scored a penalty, had a chance as well.
Look, one thing is concerning, right? We're watching this game tonight, and obviously we'll hear from Spurs fans as they come out the ground. But we're so open.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're so open, Jace. They have had 4 or 5 chances where really and truthfully they should score. They've just run through. They're running through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah,
and it's something that really does need to be better from us. You know, it is.
You're down to 10.
We're down to 10. I get that, but you know, and we're winning 3-0. So it's a really good night for us. But it does concern me the amount of chances we give up.
You do give up a lot of chances, but it actually is. It's organised chaos, and that's something that he understands and accepts. He knows that he's going to be creating chances. He knows that chances are going to be created against. That's his philosophy. Like he's happy to say it's who we are, mate.
Well, look, we'll come back to Tottenham because there's still 15 minutes left of that game. So the Spurs fans will be coming out the ground and sticking us on in the car very soon, and I'm sure we'll hear from them. So we'll talk about them in a bit. But there has been a bit of criticism towards Arsenal as well. Roy Keane, actually, speaking on the overlap for Sky Sports, had this to say.
If anyone else, if Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce, Steve Bruce, Neil Warnock set a team up like that for the second half. They're dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Arsenal set up, and I mean, not wrong with defending. I'm on about them when they did get the ball. A couple of times we were just booting it out of play. This is Arsenal we're talking about. I'm not talking about a championship team that's gone in the FA Cup where they're hanging in there. They got a draw. They got 2 goals, and there's a lot of pluses, and they're obviously getting closer to City. There's lots of pluses. Don't worry. Even the extra man up, not the extra man, but if you're on about playing 1 up, don't even worry about that. But when you do get it, try and get 4, 5, 6 passes. They were just booting it like a small team, like a small team with a small mentality.
Well, I mean, that was Roy Keane on the overlap. I mean, he doesn't mince his words, Roy, and you've got to respect everything that comes out of his mouth. But I think it's a bit harsh.
Well, look, when you're Roy Keane, right, I think you can probably go there and say that.
Oh, you can say what you want.
I think you can go there and say, if that was United under Sir Alex, going into the Lions' Den, would they have done that? A simple answer is no. They wouldn't have done.
No.
They wouldn't have done.
Liverpool didn't do that, did they?
They're not doing that. They're not doing it. I'm not going to criticise.
Do you think they've got a small club mentality?
No. I'm not going to criticise Arteta for doing what he did because he knows their biggest strength is not conceding. That's their best strength. City's strength are going to attack teams. So had it been the other way round, I don't think Pep would have done it because he knows that they can outscore teams. Even on a bad day, they can still get the rub of the green because they've got so much creativity, they've got so many goals in them. I think Arteta, and I think we've got... Now, I'm no Arsenal fan, but I think we've got to give Arteta some credit. He's had very little time. Think about when the red card was. Think about the player. There's a lot of things that's going through his mind. Who am I taking off? I've got to make a sacrificial lamb here. Who is it? I thought Saka one of his quieter games, so I get why he's taking him off. And therefore, you're taking off an attacking player, one of your best. And I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to try and hang in this game. I think we're good enough. And do you know what? They nearly were. They nearly were. And had they got away with that...
Yeah, but is it nearly all the time, though? You've seen Arsenal do this season. It's very much like, a defensive display, which, look, I get it and I understand it. But, Liverpool, when they were fighting it out for, titles with Man City, Man United... when they were winning titles against Arsenal, and Arsenal do the same thing. Did they play like that? Did they? Do you think? Is it a little bit of a small club mentality?
No, but I think
instead of going there and rolling your sleeves up and saying, right, we're taking it to you.
No, I think
because we're good enough. They do it against everyone else.
Yeah, but it's Man City.
Right.
That is not...
But they're Arsenal.
Everyone criticised Arsenal for over-celebrating. Maybe they do over-celebrate. They are definitely that team. And their fan base, at times... is a little bit wet, I have to say that. But bearing in mind who they're up against, bearing in mind it is Man City, bearing in mind what happened last year, they lost the title by only 2 points. I think last season's draw away, a good point. I thought it was a brilliant point. And I think the same this season as well. So going away to Man City, even though they've got the goal advantage, they're a man down. I feel that going there, doing what they did, I think justifies it. I think to come away with a point, because if you want to go toe-to-toe with Manchester City and you want to throw men forward and you want to do that for what, 55 minutes-ish? 50, something like that?
Yeah.
Mate, good luck to that one, because I don't care how good a team you are, fitness will come into it. Fitness has to, and maybe that's what you can say the City scored when they did. Maybe that short corner that Grealish has taken. And he's gone, he's kept himself on side. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of tiredness crept into those Arsenal players, and they nearly pulled off an unbelievable result. Nearly. I'm not sure. I think it's pretty... you're not in that dressing room. He's not had a lot of time to think about what he's going to do. He's let him down. I think what we should be concentrating is Trossard put him in the hole. Trossard has put him in an absolute stinker of a hole.
Yeah.
Because had they got 11 v 11, we'll be talking about something different. And Arsenal, there's a very good chance Arsenal come away with all 3 points. Not definitely, not guaranteed, but I'd go 11 v 11, 1 goal advantage, second half, it's on City. Maybe they've gone and won, Haaland got another hat-trick, who knows. But I'm not going to criticise him for doing what he did.
No.
Nearly come away with it, mate. And in games like that, and sometimes when you go away to your rivals, nicking those little points, I think Arsenal come away with a huge amount of credit. Having said that, I think City do as well, because I think that we'll find out in coming weeks what that that late goal meant to Arsenal. How do they deal with that? Because that was quite crushing. City felt like they won it. Arsenal felt they lost it. The truth is, it was a draw.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.